Yeah, sounding is probably
My
the
alternate
worst.
Sopranos ending involves Tony going to Russia, and we get a throwback to the Russian from the woods.
You should
Oh,
check
what-
me in or
Tony's got to
something,
flee
right?
to Russia.
What happens?
That's where all his money is.
What happens though in the end of your version?
I haven't really thought it out.
He still. It seems like he
Almost writes
should die,
itself, though.
right? He should die at the end.
I don't want Tony to die. I want look. I always like the bad guy to win. Like that's one of the reasons that I don't like Breaking Bad. I wanted Walt to just like get all the money, get a hotter wife, get rid of the crippled son, and like be on a yacht or some shit. Like I wanted him to get a better wife and a better son. Like, that's how little I thought of his home life. Like
Wow.
I was just like, maybe like the Mexicans will kill the wife and the crippled son, and that'll just make Walt super Scion mode. Like he'll power up to like 8 more fucking levels or whatever.
Yeah,
And
get his
the
hair
wrong with
back.
Mega.
I couldn't even imagine having you as a father. You just come home and you're like, you're so disappointing. I hope that Mexican cartels murder you, son. Then I can start a new family not filled with pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I want for my TV characters. I wanted to, but they were all pussies. Like Walt Jr. was a piece of shit. Skyler was a piece of shit.
Why was Walt Jr. a piece of shit?
Because
What
he
did he do?
immediately turned on Walt when he found out like just the basic like knowledge that Walt
That's
was
true.
a criminal essentially. Like he didn't have like the fine print yet even. And
don't need
maybe he
fine
reacts
print.
the same way if he does, but he didn't have enough information to immediately turn on his dad.
He's selling meth. Meth fucks people up worse than bullets and guns. It's
I don't
like
care what he's doing, it's his dad.
it's literally like selling poison to teenagers.
So wait a minute.
Taylor,
If
would
I
you turn your
start
dad
selling
in if
meth,
you
are you
found
going to
him
turn on
selling
me,
meth?
Drifter?
What do you, all right. So we got one no. We got all right.
I would not turn my dad
would
in for
never
cooking
turn my
meth.
father in if I
Yeah.
found out he was selling meth. Woody, if you found out your father was selling methamphetamine and at like a professional Walter White level, as we would expect from a gentleman and a scholar like your father, would you turn him in?
Absolutely not. Not even a close call.
Yeah,
See,
I
of
would-
course. PKA
Am
is
I the
united
only
on
one
this.
that would?
You don't turn your dad in for
No,
being
no,
turned
you
in.
guys.
My
in
dad's
for
fucking
selling meth.
poisoning thousands of people. Fuck him.
It's not even like, yeah, you're right. Like, what you're like, I wouldn't even turn you. I'm thinking like, who do I know that I would rat on?
I would.
It'd have to be an
mean-
enemy, someone who was a rival of my dad's business.
You just like keep it to yourself. You go to Thanksgiving, like, hey pops, how's business? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going great.
He'd be like,
maybe
"It's really
I
good. I'm
occasionally
great at it."
blackmail dad. Like, Dad, I don't want to say anything. My truck is 3 years old. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, you won't
3
even have
years
to
old.
ask. He'll buy you a Challenger or whatever car got
Yeah,
bought
right?
for Walt Jr. Walt Jr. getting a Challenger and turning his dad in. What
Oh
a
yeah,
bastard.
yeah. Oh, that's
The
one of the things I
worst.
always bring up is like Walt Jr. Walt got his son, that crippled fuck, that
Stop.
badass car. And then when they're like pants shopping with his mother, and he's
Mhm.
far too old to be pants shopping with both his mother and his father. By the way, that's the age where you give them $200 and you point them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. She's like patting him down, like, oh, those look real nice on you. Yeah, that's how the kids are wearing them now, and it's so fucking cringy because his mom
You
is
just
like
buy your clothes
researched-
online now. That isn't even a scene.
Not back
maybe
then.
like right now, but when the show came out, I can relate to fucking pants shopping as a teenager
Okay.
and shit like that at least.
Yeah.
So and like Walt is the one who goes and like beats the shit out of the bullies who are like mocking him. Walt does that. Like that should have been like ride or die for life when somebody does that.
Yeah.
So like, no, there's no way I ever tell on my dad for. I mean, my dad would have to be doing some horrendous shit for me to rat him out. Like he'd have to be like on the weekly, like kidnapping more kids.
Yeah.
what do you
Maybe,
think the
like-
consequences of thousands of people doing meth are?
People lose weight.
I mean, people.
A lot of
Personally,
happiness.
I'm for personal freedoms. I don't think we should be restricting what people put into their own bodies because the government shouldn't own our bodies and make decisions about our bodies. I think we should. So I think
Broadly
we should be
same
able to,
here, but there are limits. Like there are some things that are just pure poison for your body.
and we should be able to poison ourselves
Yeah.
too. I don't think suicide should be illegal either.
I don't think there's any laws against me drinking battery acid.
No,
I think there is in some localities.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure suicide's illegal in a lot of places.
that's such a silly thing to make illegal because, like, do they actually prosecute you if you fail?
Sometimes.
Man, I hope not.
Because you
That'd
didn't
be-
commit the crime.
This loser here, Your Honor.
Now
Well,
this
that's kind of the thing.
dumbass.
A lot of suicides don't work and it's a drain on society, and they have like lifelong medical problems and stuff.
Yeah, but nobody's going to go, I was going to kill myself, but then I thought about the legal ramifications if I failed.
No,
Killing myself.
wanna
I don't
break
want
the
to do
law.
3 to 5.
Let me just
With a
finish my
bullet through my
taxes
head.
before I go jump off the Empire State Building. Yeah, no, that guy's got more on his mind.
No, I just
Wanting
don't
to
think that the government should care if people do meth or anything, really.
Would you
And so
turn